Well, hello. Welcome to New You in 22. Overshoot your goals. Get where you want to be. In this program, we're going to be sharing a little bit about getting your focus on yourself and on your goals and what, some of these good, healthy goals look like and why we should be focusing on how we're doing, not just, whether we're failing or not accomplishing our goals, but how we're progressing towards becoming the person that we want to be, and why good carbs are important, as well as your protein and your good fats. We're going to be talking about hydration, as well as a little bit about overcoming some of your personal limitations. So let's get started. First of all, I put an outline here for you to kind of follow along with. Those that are in the class have it, so I thought it would be good for you to just go over it. And for me, what a healing lifestyle has looked like is I do a lot of self-care with my diet, my exercise, just kind of doing the things that we all know we're supposed to do. I like to try new things. I like to always be cooking for other people and myself. And in doing so, I just find that I have a lot better health. And my whole goal is to help other people get there too. I have a mantra in life. It is row your brother's boat to shore, and lo, you are there also. I teach because it helps me walk the talk. There's nothing wrong with that either, because we all want to get better, and we all need to use the light that we have to increase the light and knowledge that other people need to feel better. So in order to stop going round and round and just doing the same thing over and over again, we need to get moving forward. We feel better when we're moving forward. Most of us throughout our life get better. We don't just keep doing the same thing. We get better at the things we do. And we need someone to help support us. And that is why I'm here. I'm here to be a support to those of you who use me as a crutch and call me when you need something or just need an idea or motivation. And I'm here for you. That's one of the things I do in my hobby, which is help. And here are some tips for you to get going. First, write your goals down. Spend some time putting them on paper, thinking them through, and then go the step next further, record them, speak about them, videotape yourself, and get that before your eyes. You might want to put a long strip by the scale if you're trying to lose weight. Put your goal weight, put your weight each day, and make sure that you're going in the right direction. You might want to just have something pop up on your calendar every day to give you a little reminder. So just revisit those and keep them before your eyes, and then track your progress. Keep your gratitude journal. Keep giving back to yourself so that you can do more and be more. And then just over time, just slowly increase your standard of what you're doing. For instance, if you're exercising, your standard just improves automatically. If you're getting hydrated, stack some mini habits around where, when you go to get a drink a little bit more, or when you get up in the morning, put some water in your bathroom so you can start hydrating first thing before other things start taking over. And then by noon, you realize, I haven't drunk enough, Brain health and meaning and clarity is with ourselves and what we're doing is why we work on our goals. We want to get feeling better. We want to overcome our limiting beliefs. I worked with a woman who didn't have good mental clarity and focus. She had schizophrenia, and she wasn't taking care of herself or feeding herself or able to raise her own children. And some of these diseases can be prevented. When it comes to mental health, just really watching yourself, taking good care, making sure that you get a good diet, get your sleep, focus on your emotional and mental health. This woman would walk around the house while I was cleaning, and she couldn't do projects herself. So when I say we want good mental clarity and focus, we do. We don't want to have to be taken care of by other people. We want to be productive and caregivers ourselves rather than having to be taken care of. A lot of us take care of so many other people, and we don't take care of ourselves. In helping ourselves, it's an act of self-love, and that is something that's important to do to really free ourselves of the emotions and the traumas, the bad habits that we have, so that we can keep getting higher and higher in our lifestyle. We feel better the more productive we are. So there's those steps in the direction that we are supposed to be going, which is round and round. I have this little seashell. In nature, things go up the spiral inside of a seashell. And that is the plane that we should be getting on ourselves, just getting there a little higher and helping those that are down below us get up as well. Napoleon said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Buddha taught the mind is everything. What we think, you become. And so your internal dialogue and the way you think and the way you talk to yourself and others is going to be the outcome of the way things are. So you need to really connect to the positive energy that you have and really focus on doing the things that you should do to feel better. So here's our past and here's our future. And what we don't want to be is on the same plane. We want to be moving upwards, and that's where our goals take us. There's a lot of options, and we are creative beings. Each day we wake up and we can make our day whatever we want it to be. So one of the reasons I use supplements and nutritionals is because they help me feel better, help me be better. I believe a lot of us aren't digesting our food well. I know for a fact that is the case. And with all of the problems we have in our diet, Terrazyme is a really great place to start on a daily basis. PB Assist when it's needed, Adaptive, the IQ Omega, Serenity, things that really help your brain, including the Lifelong Vitality Pack. And I've noticed with using these, my brain improves, my mental clarity and focus, as well as my vision. And I just have good days. And your days are exactly what you do for yourself. So what you put into yourself is pretty much what you get out. Let's first talk about getting rid of limiting beliefs. Some of the limiting beliefs that we have is our fear of success, a fear of commitment to others, and our fear of failure. We sometimes limit ourselves by the way that we've been raised in the past and by the way that we've felt from other people that has triggered thoughts and emotions about our self-worth. So really looking at some positive affirmations, getting yourself improving, overcoming your limiting beliefs of your own greatness or that you might not deserve things is a critical part of your success. And that's something that you need to really focus on with your goals. You know what your weaknesses and what your areas that you need help are, and you need to just write those down and clarify how you're going to activate that feeling of self-worth in your life. I can achieve the things that I set out to do. Talk to yourself like that. I allow myself to believe these words, and I talk to myself in a positive way, like I'm capable. If something seems hard, don't just say, I can't do that, I'm not techie. Say, I'm going to get to the bottom of this and I'm going to fix it. I know I can do it. I have follow through and I have help when I need it, and I can do this. So the next thing is to talk about some of the things that really look like a healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle means your brain and your gut are connecting. You're getting good prebiotic fiber, good nutrition, and good hydration. You're active, you're positive, you're moving forward. So you've probably heard the advice to drink more than 12 glasses if you're a male, and upwards of 9 to 10 glasses if you're female, from the Institute of Medicine. That is just really good, reasonable information. We need to stay hydrated. We need to get up. Our bodies have been dehydrated, and hydrate first thing in the morning. I recommend getting some movement and then getting in your supplements, some really great food, and some good fiber first thing in the morning. You don't really need calories first thing to get going, but I do recommend getting down some good supplements to help your body start absorbing good minerals and focus on making good choices for that day. So if you let yourself go and just kind of happenstance, sometimes you think you're doing yourself a favor. Oh, I'm not going to eat for breakfast because I ate too much last night, I'm not against periodic fasting. I'm trying to incorporate principles of that in my life and take all of the good things that I know from dieting and wellness and incorporate them. And I will be sharing them throughout this wellness club in every way that I can. So the pillars of good, healthy food and eating are number 1, protein, 2, fiber, and then essential fatty acids and good carbs. So what are some of the things that you can do to really power up your brain? Well, your brain is mostly fatty, so getting good fats and nutrients and vegetables, grains, dairy, nuts, poultry, lean meats, and good fiber from plants is a great way to start. So your essential oils also help your brain, like adaptive. It has omega oils and GABA, which you produce it during sleep. So by taking the capsule, you really support your brain if you need that kind of thing, and keep it getting what it needs so that it can do what it needs to do to solve your problems for you. Building blocks of health in protein, we need 50 to 60 grams per day. That's not just 2 eggs. 2 eggs is about 12 grams. So 1 egg, 6.5 grams. So if you eat 2 eggs, you've got 10 to 12 grams. And that helps a lot in your repair of your body. But you need even more than that. You need about 60 protein grams per day. So kind of look at what you're eating. Make sure that you're getting some meats, fish, legumes, nuts, good vegetables, and really producing the things that your body needs to function with protein. People getting enough protein are usually leaner. That doesn't mean fatty protein. That means, protein that is lean and good. I recommend the dietary recommendations for those with diabetes. I think that's, lots of good lean meats and very little red fatty meats and less deep fried and more just good, less fatty meats. So the good fats in your diet should come from polysaturated and monosaturated fats. Those are known as the good fats. Those are oils, vegetables, nuts. And the bad fat that you should avoid are trans fats, things like Crisco, deep fried food. If it's a sweet in a package that's been wrapped and that stays soft when you eat it, chances are it's not a good fat. If you're not good at cooking at home, get that way, because that's the way you really take care of your body in the best possible fashion. So avocados are good, plant oils, nuts, and fish. I love the omega oils too. They're smaller than the regular omega fats, but your brain uses them in the endocannabinoid system, picks up the smells as well as the fats. People do better just from using them. We're supposed to be getting around 100 grams of fiber a day, 90 to 100 grams. 95% of the American diet population is under, getting about 10% of the amount of fat that is or fiber that is recommended. So getting cooked beans, 2 to 3 servings of fruits and vegetables, 200 grams of broccoli, some kale, tablespoon of flaxseed. So just adding fiber to your diet wherever you can. Oatmeal is a whole fiber. It's just a rolled oat groat, so it's just flattened, and that's one of the good ones. Quinoa, amaranth, beans and legumes like we've recommended before. Good carbs are vegetables. I use a lot of squash and some starchy vegetables in my diet in place of refined flours and carbs that are often negative effects on our bodies. A lot of us react to gluten and other chemicals basically in the processed foods that we eat. So I recommend using your own whenever possible and getting good fiber from whole grains, squash and quinoa and things like that. In a triple-blind study, 15 youth found out that they had depression and difficulty, that just by adding Doterra Fiber, they improved. So if you're not used to getting a lot of foods, use a scoop of fiber after dinner. It really helps your feeling of fullness and gives you some of that great, good, friendly bacteria in your gut that supports your brain. And then remember your hydration. Dehydration causes a lot of problems and weight gain. So if you're working on cleansing and feeling good, make sure you get 10 to 15 glasses of water a day. And notice that if your output is clear from your kidneys, then you're hydrated. If it's dark, then you're not. And let that be part of the wonderful part of your journey. I love making a nice drink for myself, just with some lemon and a drop of stevia and ice, or maybe cucumber water, or putting a little lemon, doTERRA oil in my water to help cleanse and just to make the water taste better. So a good time to cleanse is kind of periodically throughout the year. A good cleanse will not take you down. You can do it right with your lifestyle. That's why I recommend the Cleanse and Restore Kit about twice a year. And that really helps keep the gut bacteria good in that terrarium in your internal intestine. And then lastly, I've gone over a couple minutes here, but I just want to stop by saying, exercise and good sleep is so much an important part of your wellness journey too. Getting a good 20-minute workout a day, getting up, getting movement, getting your supplements down, good nutrition, doing some activities like plank and yoga to help your core throughout the day, and letting your brain know you can do hard things, and so that it will help you stay positive and focused on your health goals. I hope this helps you in your wellness journey. We'll see you next time.